Hello there everyone, it's Scott once again and welcome to another video. This time I'm going to be talking about our post-game victory over the Rams. Hell yeah, we got that win. Very proud of the team. I'm glad that we were able to take it to the Rams. It's kind of an exact flip of what they did to us. This time we ran all over them. And only in comparison, it was like 28-7 in the first half. Dak did great. He was able to, put the throws that he could. He didn't have to do a whole lot, but he was able to make the throws that he could, especially on those two touchdowns. One to Witten, which was like a one-handed grab, which was kind of awesome. Showed that he still kind of had it. And then that 59-yard touchdown to respond after that, after the Rams drove for that touchdown in the second quarter. That was huge. That kind of lifted us. And after that, the Rams couldn't really do shit for the next two quarters. Until the fourth quarter, where they got their touchdowns. I mean, Higbee, I guess, got his yards, and yeah, but those were like in garbage time. We were way ahead. We were like what, 37-7 at one point. They got a touchdown. Tried to go for the onside kick. And we made it 44-15 because they got the 2-point conversion. They of course got another touchdown. They tried the 2-point conversion, but it was picked off. But I forget who it was that did that. So, but yeah. I believe Dak was 15 out of 23 for about 213 yards. He completed at least 60% of his passes, so that's the good thing. He didn't have to do a whole lot. If Dak doesn't, excuse me, if the team can really lean on that running game, because both Zeke and Pollard accounted for a good amount of the offensive yards. They both had around 200 yards rushing, 200 plus yards rushing total. I think it was nearly 250 yards or so. Zeke was 117. I think Pollard was 131. If we can stick with that running game, we can be a dangerous team. I wish they would do that. They tend to go away from it, or they give up on it too quickly, and that's why we lost a majority of the games. So there's some positives to get out of the way. Also, by the way, Kai Forbath, he was at least able to kick within 40 yards, unlike Maher, who was I think 1 of 6. So yeah, at least Kai Forbath is an improvement. Hell, he even made a 50-yarder, which made me nervous. Anytime a kicker that we just had to pick up because our previous kicker was doing horrendous, always gets me on edge. But yeah, he was able to make the 50-yarder. He made the 42-yarder, and I think he made another 42-yarder if I'm not mistaken. I believe he kicked 2 field. Sorry, I take it back. I think he kicked 3 field goals. But anyway, he made the kicks. The negatives really I'm going to get to. Were the fact that he had the touchbacks whenever he tried to kick it, it went out of bounds and it came back to the 40 twice. That's the main problem I have. And I was a little nervous if he was going to make the extra points because that was the problem with him. He had an uncanny ability to miss extra points, but luckily that didn't happen here. So I'm very glad we got that down. I can't really say a whole lot of negatives other than the fact that I wish we kind of cruised it in the second half, and I felt like we should have at least only allowed that one garbage touchdown. It should have been 44-15. It should have stayed like that. And believe it or not, that was the highest amount of points that we scored this season or ever with this with the Dak and Zeke combo, or maybe trio with Amari Cooper now. I guess the drawback was Cooper only had that one catch, but at least it was for an important first down, so to keep a drive going. The receivers really didn't do a whole lot. I think there was very few catches on the wide receivers, but whenever Dad had time to throw and get the wide receivers, he was able to make the throws. And oh yeah, biggest positive, the O-line played really good. I take it back. They didn't play. They played great, honestly. This was probably by far their best game because you have Aaron Donald on that side of that defense for the Rams on the line, and a few other players that they have. I can't remember all of them. I think the weakest was probably the safety, like Eric Weddle. He's in his 30s. I think it's time for him to call it quits, if anything. But the game ball definitely goes to the defense. And Sean Lee, not only did he have an interception that really helped us, right before the end of the first half to get that touchdown, he also had a sack on Goff. And I think Jordan Lewis had a sack on Goff as well to prevent them from going any further. The defense really stepped it up this game. I'll give them that. Other than those garbage yards that they allowed, Goff was rather ineffective, and he only got his stats. His passing yards were only elevated because of the fact that those touchdowns came at the garbage time when we were way ahead and when they had no chance to come back. Not only that, Gurley was completely shut down. He only had 20 yards rushing. I mean, that's even worse than what Zeke had against them in the playoff game. He at least had like 40 or 50 yards. But anyway you slice it, we contained Gurley pretty good. We even stuffed him several times, even stuffed him for a loss. And I'm sorry, I admit this, I was wrong. And apparently Antoine Woods actually played this game. I thought he wouldn't. I thought he was out, but he actually played and he had a really good game. So, props to the defensive line, the defense overall, they did a really good job. Other than the fact they let up in the second half. But anyway you slice it, the defense did its job, contained Gurley, was able to pressure Goff and make him look very ineffective. And the offense really came to play. And if the offense, like I said before, will stick with the running game, and if the O-line does its job by protecting and creating running lanes for both Zeke and Pollard, we can go as far as they will take us. That's my honest opinion. And I think we may have a shot, despite the fact that I am still not a big fan of Jason Garrett. So yeah, still fuck that guy, and I think he should be gone. But if he's able to make somewhat of a run, it's going to be interesting. But if we get blown out of the playoffs, there's no question about it. He should fucking go. And he can probably take Rod Marinello, as I like to call him, with him. And I don't know about Kellen Moore. I'm not really sold on him. And Chris Richard, if he did call this game, for the most part, he did a decent job. But I want to see some consistency on both sides. on all three sides, offense, defense, and special teams. I want to see some consistency. I want to see them all playing well at every possible turn. Because we just can't have this inconsistency on both the offense and the defense. And sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze, but anyway. Sorry, and it's itching. Anyways, congratulations, Cowboys. I'm glad we won. Dak everyone on the offense did their jobs. Everyone on the defense did their jobs. Great win. I'm glad we got back at the Rams for this. We really took it to them, and I loved it. So, yeah. Anywho, it's going to be a very interesting week. We're sorry. Okay, sorry. Damn, lost my track. Anyways, it's going to be a very interesting week coming up because we face the Eagles, and we're tied with them at 7-7. So this is going to be a very, very interesting week because Philly's going to probably want to give us everything they got, and they're going to play us hard no matter what. So I guess we'll be seeing them in the battlefield, and we'll see who is really going to want the NFC East. So till then, take care, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.